Good morning, children. This is Sir Shashi here, and we are going to study chemistry today, which comes under your science subject. And today we are going to study element. So, first of all, we'll have to understand what is element. Okay. Before coming to element, if I'll ask you if you have to write any word you have to write, then you have to write if any word, then you have to use any letter among A, B, C up to Z. Okay, so how many letters are there? Total how many letters are there? Total 26 letters are there. From these 26 letters are there, you can see any word is written from among these 26 letters only. If you have to write any word of the world, then you have to use these 26 letters A to Z, and you can write any word. Okay, similarly, if you have to write any number, whether it is 2 lakh, whether it is 2 lakh or 500 or 2 crore, anything if you have to write, then from which numbers you write? From 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 9. From 0 to 9, from these 10, from these 10 numbers only, 10 digits only, you can write any number of the world. Any number. You name it, whether it is 2 lakh, whether it is 5 crore, whether it is 100 crore, anything you can write from 0 to 9 using these 10 digits only. Okay, so any number in the word you can write from 0 to 9, these 10 digits only. Any word in the world from A to Z, from these 26 letters only you can write the any letter in the world. Okay, so these are called as basic. 0 to 9 is called as basic unit of the numbers, and A to Z can be called as basic unit of words. Okay, because from these only, A to Z only, you can write any word, and from 0 to 9 only you can write any number in this world. Similarly, matter, any matter in this world, whatever you see in this world, everything is what? Matter. Already we have discussed. So matter, any matter in this world are made up of from 118 elements. 118 elements. How many elements? 118 elements. From these 118 elements, everything of this world is made, whether it is pen, pencil, book, car, aeroplane, anything from these 118 elements only. Okay, like any number was made up of from 0 to 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. From these digits only all the numbers are made, and all the words are made, can be found from A to Z. Similarly, 118 elements are there total in the world, and from these 118 elements only all the materials, all the matter are made up of. So that's why elements can be called as the basic unit of matter, any material, any substances. Like suppose if we talk about water, in chemically we write water as H2O, H for hydrogen, 2 for 2 molecules of hydrogen, O for oxygen. So Water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. When they both combine together, then it is formed as water. Okay. Then iron. Iron. So iron is made up of only one type of material, that is only iron. So iron is called as what? Element. And water is made up of two types of substances. Two types of substances, that is hydrogen and oxygen. Okay. So this water cannot be called as water, but its two component hydrogen and oxygen are called as element. Okay. So element means any substances. When a substance is made up of only one kind of atom, the substance is called as element. Okay. Like iron. Iron is made up of only type of atom, that is iron only. So iron is element. Then aluminum. Aluminum is made up of only one type of element, that is aluminum. So aluminum is element. But if we'll take salt, then salt is not made up of only one type of element. Salt is made up of two types of element. One Na is called as sodium, and Cl is called as chlorine. Okay, so two types of elements are there. Salt is made up of two types of element. One is sodium and one is chlorine. So salt is a substance made up of two types of element. Okay. So element can be called as when a substance is made up of only one kind of atom, the substance is called as element. So total how many elements are there? Total, earlier also I have told you there are 118 elements known to us. Means from these 118 elements only all the matters are made up of. Okay, maybe 2-3 elements can combine together and form one substances. 5 to 6 element can come together and one can make one substances. Like I have given you the example of water. Water, two types of elements are combined together, hydrogen and oxygen. I have given you example of salt. Two type of elements are mixed together, are combined together, that is sodium, Na for sodium and Cl for chlorine. Okay. So you can see two types of elements are combined together. Here also two types. Like this, by combining like this, from 26 letters only they combine and make 100 billions of words. Like that, total 118 elements are there. 118 elements are there, and 118 elements are there, and from these 118 elements only all the substances are made. But out of those 118 elements, 92 are found in nature and the remaining are prepared artificially. Okay, so 92 are found in nature. From nature only 92 types of elements we get out of 100, total 118 element. So 92 are found in nature and rest are prepared artificially. Okay. Now, like matter was divided into three categories: solid, liquid, and one more, gas. Three states. Okay, solid, liquid, and gas. Similarly, the elements are categorized into three categories. One is metal, second is non-metal, third is metalloids. Okay, metal, non-metal, and metalloids. So now come to this part. What is metal? So what is metal? Metals are usually shiny, hard, malleable, and ductile, and are good conductor of heat and electricity. Except mercury is a liquid. All other metals are solid. So most of the elements like copper, iron, aluminum, gold, silver, etc. are metals. Okay, and only 22 elements are non-metal. So out of 118, all elements are metal, and 22 out of most of the elements are metal, and 22 are non-metals. So first of all, we'll have to see what is metal. So metals are usually shiny. Like if you'll take example of iron or aluminum or gold. Okay, suppose gold. Gold is shiny and it is hard also. Gold, and it is malleable. Means if you'll take a piece of gold and if you will hit it hardly, then what will happen? It will get flattened, isn't it? It will not break, it will get flattened, isn't it, if you'll hit it. So this property of getting flattened after hitting, this property is called as what? This property is called as malleable. Means this part malleable. Okay, now malleable. Ductile. What do you mean by that? Ductile? Ductile means you can convert the metal. Suppose a piece of metal is there, then you can convert it into wire. Very thin wire you can convert. Okay, so gold you can convert, you can melt it and convert into wire. So this is called as what? Ductile. Then good conductor of heat and electricity. Okay, suppose this much big piece of iron or gold is there. Suppose I am taking iron. Iron is metal. If you will heat this part, one part if you will heat, then this part also, another part also you can feel the heat. Means it is conducting heat from one side to another side. Okay, same way if you will take one wire and touch it, you can feel the electric current this side also. So it can conduct electricity. Iron can conduct electricity. It is good conductor of heat and electricity. Okay, so what is the definition of metal? Metals. So metals are shiny, hard, malleable and ductile. Malleable, I told you, can be get flattened if you hit hard. Ductile, it can be converted into wire, and good conductors of heat and electricity. Means it allows the heat to pass through it. It allows the electricity to pass through it. Mercury, which is liquid, means all the metals are iron. You can see the example: copper, iron, aluminum, gold, silver, all are what? Solid, in solid form. But only mercury, only mercury is in liquid form. Mercury is a metal which is in liquid form. Okay, most of the elements, most of the metals are in solid form. Only mercury is in liquid form, which is metal. Okay, then come to non-metal. Non-metal just opposite to metal. Just opposite to metal, non-metal. Non-metals are dull, means it is not shiny. Non-luscious and brittle, just opposite to metal. Brittle means if you'll break it, if you'll hit it, then it will break into small pieces. It will not get flattened. It will not get flattened. It will break into small pieces. So this is called as brittle. Whereas metal was getting flattened, it was not breaking into pieces. Okay, then do not reflect light. Okay, and they are bad conductor of heat and electricity, like carbon, chlorine, oxygen, sulfur, iodine. All these are what? All these are non-metal. So just opposite to metal, non-metals are there. Then comes metalloids. Metalloids means they are between, their properties are between metal and non-metal, like boron, silicon and antimony, arsenic. So metals which are hard, metals which are hard, good conductor of heat and electricity, and so on. They are metal, and opposite to metal, non-metal. And between metal and their property, that is called as metalloids. Okay, so three types of elements are there: metals, non-metals, and metalloids. I hope it is clear to you. So next part we'll do in the next class. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.